happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. It's Falk out of the gun. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's Falk. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
The play fake, now Falk. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Falk. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
60 license, 60 license, 70 ranges, 70 ranges.
Falk looks to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Panther 60, Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready.
They'll run here with a rookie from Washington. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This defense for the Jags, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Now with him and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Peoples. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
Looking long for Thomas. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Come on. Set. 70 line, Warriors, 70.
To throw, Webb. Now he's going to step up and run. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Colts at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now a 2nd and 10. Webb now. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Cowboy 80.
Now Webb. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Foya Sade Aluakin in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Here's 2nd and 10.
18. Get it. Ready.
Now Webb. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Silva. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Webb now from the gun. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. Webb. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now here's Falk. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Jaguars, first down. And 8-yard pickup. First down, Jacksonville.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Falk. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, Falk. His throw incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Falk. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready up. Set. 19.
Turton is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that will be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
70 range, 70 range.
Here's Webb. He finds his man complete. That's Silva. And out across midfield down to the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, Peoples. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
Webb to throw. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
Here's Webb. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go, Rig, go.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Play action. It's Falk. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And it brings up 3rd.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Falk. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going quickly out to the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. He completes it to Hunter. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. They'll try to run this one in. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Carter. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ready, set.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Webb. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he is going to have the Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. Peoples. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
19 Lions.
On 2nd and 9, Webb. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. That is caught by Hunter. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Falk. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! A big play there. 52 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw again on second down. Webb. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Travis Hunter. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Webb. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adnan Mitchell, 44 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 6.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jaguars.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Let's go.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jags, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall back to 500.